Good morning. Welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Show. I'm Vic and welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show. Now, I've been reading this chat, so before we do anything, I need a sip. I think we need to send some doctors up north there of the British Isles there where the Scottish are. They're all on, I think they're on medication, man. There you go this morning. There you go. England needs help too. Maybe some tissues for England, some medication for Scotland, some Vaseline for the Irish. Loving it this morning. Why am I all sparkly this morning? Yeah, there you go. Doesn't matter. Listen, we've got a hell of a lot to get through because we're going to talk cricket, football, rugby, sumo, tennis, NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NCAA, World Series Classics, NASCAR, F1, golf, Paralympics, and darts. Yeah, I kind of went crazy this morning. No, we'll get into it all slowly but surely. Don't you guys worry about a thing. Let me just get my shit together here. There you go. So that is what's coming up this morning on this 9th of March already the 9th of March. Guys, don't forget to send us an email if you want to get hold of us. And send the email. And can I take that away? There you go. And don't forget to like and subscribe because we're at 144,890. So another 110 to go. And we had 145,000. That would be really nice. There you go. But let's start. Let's start with the new world champions. Champion is their word. There you go. The T20. And of course, we have to celebrate India. Namaste there to all you Indians. Congratulations on being the new T20 world champions. As I predicted before the tournament started, you were going to win it. As I predicted, the South African Proteas will bottle it in the semi-final, which happened. So, yeah, the only thing I didn't see was the Aussies going home even earlier. Our show? What do you mean our show? I have no idea what you're talking about, Vern. If it's going to go for an hour. No, I don't think so. Fucking no. I got to go to work still, man. Jesus. No. So, well done to India. Let's have a look at that result quickly there. There you go. They kind of easily dispatched of New Zealand there. India 255 for 5 after their 20 overs, and New Zealand bowled out for 159. So India did win that one by 96 runs. Let's have a quick look. Morning, Isa. There you go. Let's have a look at India there. India talking about Indians. Bloody Indians. There you go. Samson. Yes, Samson was big for the Indians last night. Maybe the New Zealanders should have cut his hair before, because obviously he was on fire there with 89. Then Abhishek Shamra with 52, Kishan with 54, so they did well. They got a few names, so they don't have them in there. Arshdeep. Yes, Arshdeep Singh is in there. Yeah, that's a funny name. But doing really well there, the Indians are never in doubt. Never in doubt. New Zealand, look, the only one that really turned up for them was Tim Sifford. And maybe Mitchell Sumter. The rest of them got bowled out quite quickly. So good stuff there. India is cricket world champion in the T20 format. There can be 3 different cricket world champions at the same time. Just to let you know, it's kind of like boxing. There's a belt for everything. There you go. Then we moved to a little bit of football this morning. There was the English FA Cup. Fulham got knocked out by Southampton. Big surprise there. Port Vale knocking off Sunderland. And Leeds United didn't have a problem with Norwich. So that draw, I think, has come out already. I'll put the draw up tomorrow when we do Table Tuesday. Don't you worry. No tables today. Table Tuesday. Remember that. Then, what else? Well, in España, yes. In Spain, and we'll get to Spain later when we talk about rugby as well. Villarreal beating Elche 2-1. Getafe beating Real Betis 2-0. Sevilla and Rayo Vallecano drew 1-1, and Valencia beat Alaves 3-2. So good results there for some of the teams in Spain. Then we move to the Bundesliga. Guten Morgen, Deutschland. There you go. St. Pauli and Eintracht Frankfurt. No, not Frankfurters, just Frankfurt. Drew 0-0. Good point for St. Pauli, actually. And Union Berlin got destroyed by relegation battling Werder Bremen 4-1. I looked at a yellow card, a red card in the 19th minute is not going to help your cause, is it? Where are we going now? Buongiorno tutti, come va? Welcome to Italy. There you go. Lecce. No, I don't work for the United Standard. I'm not blonde. No, it's Lecce. Lecce beating Cremonese 2-1. Hellas Verona beating Bologna 2-1. Fiorentina and Parma drawing 0-0. Genoa beat, big upset there. Genoa beating AS Rome 2-1. No. Vancouver's the home of the Blitzbokker, my son. There you go. Now, Black Ferns were magic last night. We'll talk about them in a second. I'll get there. Relax, Kiwi Rob. Don't worry. Like I said, Genoa beat Rome 2-1. Big upset. And then in the big classic there, the Milan derby there, AC beating Inter 1-0. Much needed win for AC. We're looking at tomorrow morning with the tables because that kind of closes a little bit the gap to Inter. So good stuff there from AC Milan. Then we move into the French League. Bonjour, mon amis. There you go. It is early in the morning in Gay Paris and Lens. Starting to catch Paris Saint-Germain again. They beat Metz 3-0. Brest, always great form. Brest are always in good form. They beat Le Havre 2-0. Lille and Laurent drew 1-1. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Nice are terrible. They lost 4-0 to Stade Rennes. And Lyon and Paris FC drew 1-1. That's the football roundup for this morning. Let's get into other stuff. Oh, I've got so much to get into. Let's get into some motorsport quickly. The NASCAR, it was out there at the Phoenix Motor Speedway in Arizona, Phoenix. Ryan Blaney, somebody else other than Tyler Reddick can win. Ryan Blaney won the 4th race of the season ahead of Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, Danny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Michael McDowell, and Eric Jones. There you go. Well done to this man, Ryan Blaney. I don't know about the moustache. He could actually be Aussie. The way he is Ryan Blaney or Aussie? Because they wear those porn star moustaches, as I call them. There you go. I shouldn't say anything. I should keep quiet if you're not shaved like me. There you go. Let's have a look at that. The NASCAR standings. There you go. Tyler Reddick on top ahead of Ryan Blaney. Followed by Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott, and Shane Van Gisbergen. There you go. Then we move on to the Formula One. I know Vern did that last night, but don't worry. George Russell ahead of his teammate Kimi Antonelli. And then the 2 Ferraris of Leclerc and Hamilton. Norris in 5th. Verstappen in 6th. Good results. Bortoleto there, 9th, getting some points for the new team. Audi looking good. Lindblad there, first race in the Formula One, getting points as well. Well done to him. But Georgie Porgy Pudding and Pie kissed the girls and made the rest of the grid cry. There you go. He won the race. Well done to him. He is a whiner though. Is this something English? Because he reminds me of Moro Itoji. I mean, you're winning the race and everything, and it's just whining the whole freaking time. And I don't want to hear from those riders during the race. Terrible. Let's have a look at. But if you want to get it into depth, into detail, right into that nitty gritty, then go check out the Australian GP update there with Vern and Ryan. A good show there. They'll update you on all the, the inside stuff. The color schemes. Oh God, no, I can't call them color schemes. Liveries or deliveries or or delivers. I don't know what they call them. There's not even DRS anymore. I mean, they've changed all the names. They've got to make new names up all the time to make it interesting. Then you go. Then of course Sumo results from yesterday. I know Vern. I'm going to put that plug at there. I'm just going to do the top 5. Kirishima beat Fujinokawa. Hoshino Fuji beat lost to Kata Sakura. Babyface, as I call him as well. Oneshiki beating Wata Motahura. Wata Takage beating Onosato. Not a good start there for the Yokozuna. And the other Yokozuna, Hiroshu, he beat Atama Fuji. Well done to him. What's coming up today? That's more important. There you go. Just to do the big boys there. Fujinakawa will take on Takayasu. Oneshiki will take on Hoshina Fuji. Wata Motohura will take on Kota Sakura. Horosha will take on Wata Tatakage, and Atama Fuji will face off against Onosato. Onosato hoping to bounce back. But if you want in-depth sumo, and you know what's good? I watched the show last night from Vern. You guys are going to watch it. It's coming out every night at 10 o'clock now. Every night a live update on the sumo tonight with all highlights and stuff like that. I was glad he was struggling to say some of these names last night. You know, people always laugh at my stuff, but it wasn't easy pronouncing the diaper and nappy boys here. Let's be honest. So check that show out. That came out last night on our channel there from Vern. Then darts. Here we go. It was the Ladbrokes UK Open last night. We had the quarterfinals. That was on Saturday. Josh Rock beating Christopher Ratajski. James Wade knocking off Rob Cross. Luke Litter took care of Danny Noppert, and Gervin Price took care of Johnny Clayton. The semi-finals, Wade knocked off Price 11-8. Luke Littler knocked off Josh Rock in a tight one 11-9. And in the final, Luke Littler wins again. How do you say? He defended his championship from last year, so well done to Luke the Nuke. Oh, no, that's the other Luke. This is, I don't know, Luke Littler. I don't know what he's, how do you say? What do you call that name? His nickname is or stuff like that. You know, Luke Humphreys is Luke the Nuke. Luke, this one might be Luke the kebab eater. I do not know, man. I do not know. Then we move on to the Paralympics. I just want to give you the table at the moment there. China out in front with 8 gold there ahead of the Ukraine and Austria. I've been watching a little bit of the Paralympics. I will make a Paralympic update this week, I promise. The Nuke. But that's Luke Humphreys, man. Oh, no, he is the Nuke. Luke Humphreys is cool hand. Yeah. I call him the kebab eater, man. There you go. Then there was sevens rugby yesterday. We'll start with the ladies just to make Kiwi Rob happy. And it was third place. USA came in third. They beat France 35-21 in that third place playoff. And New Zealand took care of Australia in a very good game. I did that one live last night. 24-17. It was 17-17 with about a minute to go, but New Zealand pulled it off. I think we've had five sevens competitions this year, and New Zealand has won 4 and Australia has won 1. There you go. Well done to the New Zealand ladies there. Congratulations to the Black Ferns. Then we move to the men. Hey baby. Australia came in 4th, Fiji came in 3rd. Fiji won 29-10 in that playoff. And South Africa spanked, destroyed and annihilated Spain 38-12. So the Blitzbokke and Fiji on top. I'll show you that right now. Don't you worry. Here we go. No, that's the women's. There's the standings. So on the women's side, that is New Zealand 8 points ahead of Australia. No, New Zealand's got it. Unless they fall out like in the preliminaries, which is not happening. New Zealand, it's the last one is in New York. New Zealand has won it on the ladies' side. Ahead of Australia, who will come second. The USA will most probably come third. And then Canada, France still vying for places. And at the bottom of the table, Britain. You can't be called Great Britain if you're at the bottom of a table. There you go, with the woman. We're talking about the woman right now. Then on the men's side, Fiji and South Africa both in first place there. I think it's a 2-point difference. Fiji has got a plus minus of 201 and South Africa's got a plus minus of 199. So that'll go down to the wire there in New York. New Zealand in a good third spot. Australia, France, Argentina, Spain. And again, Britain at the bottom. I think both these teams are being relegated. There'll be new teams up there for next year. We'll see what happens. Then we move on. Indian Wells, place I've been to myself. Tennis last night there in Indian Wells. It's the BNP Open there. Vern, you must be happy your girlfriend there, Arina Sabalenka. She beat Jacqueline Christin 6-4, 6-1. Coco Gauff got knocked out. She had to retire after losing the first set 6-2 and being down 2-0 in the second. Great Britain is not so great. Emma Raducanu got knocked out 6-1 by Amanda Azimova. Yasmin Polina gets through from Italy. Look at the rest of them. Naomi Osaka's through. Breaking news out of Australia. Okay, cool. We'll talk about that in the DEFCON Rugby show this afternoon, 5 o'clock Central European time. So check out, those are the results from the ladies there in the desert there, in Palm Springs there. Yeah, it's good. Then the men, Yannick Sinner came through, of course. The number 2, number 4, Alexander Zverev came through. Ben Sheldon got knocked out by his fellow countryman, Lerner Tian there. Felix Auger Alezima, he knocked off his countryman there, so in an all-Canadian battle. Tommy Paul is out, another American falling quickly. But Francis Taifu still in there, 6-1, 6-2 over Flavio Coboli of Italy. There you go. Golf, it was the Arnold Palmer Invitational. That's maybe like the biggest golfing tournament outside of the 4 majors. And Ashkai Barty of the US won it in the playoffs against Daniel Berg. I can tell you some of the big guns like Rory McIlroy didn't even make the cut to play the last 2 rounds. You know, we'll see. Then we move into, let's move into some North American sports here. A little bit of the NBA. Let me get out my NBA track here. Yeah, big stuff. There we go. So the Celtics beat the Cavs 109-98. Jaylen Brown there with 23 points. Let me just quickly have a look at the box score. Want to see if Jason Tatum is back and played. Going to take like 3 hours to get there now. That's obvious, you know. On a show that has got a lot to put in, I've got to wait 3 hours. Jason Tatum did play and he scored 20 points, so well done. Look, the Celtics are going to be a force if Tatum is now 100% healthy and back when he hasn't played the whole season. The Lakers knocked off the Knicks 110-97. Luka Doncic with 35 points there for the Lakers. Karl Anthony Towns 25 points and 16 rebounds for a losing Knicks team. My Miami Heat, yes baby, go Heat. Knocked off the Pistons 121-110. How many more rounds of NBA and NHL? I can tell you in a second, but it's around about 20 games to go in both of them. What's that about? 20 games? That's about 7-8 weeks, I would say, to go. Pistons, like I said, they lost Bam Adebayo there with 24 points, 9 rebounds and 6 assists for the Heat. The Raptors knocked off the Mavericks 122-92. Barrett there with 31 points for the Raptors. The Pelicans took care of the Wizards 138-118. The Magic destroyed the Bucks 130. Bless you guys all as well. 130-91. Pablo Banchero there, 33 points for the Magic. The Rockets got spanked 145-120 by the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama there with 29 points, 8 rebounds and 4 blocks. Must be the name. It's got to be the first name, Victor. I mean, you have a name like that, you can't lose, man. Then the Trailblazers beating the Pacers 131-111. The Kings upset the Bulls 126-110. Russell Westbrook, the man there with a triple-double, 23 points, 11 rebounds and 12 assists for the man that plays for the Kings. And the Suns took care of the Hornets 111-99. Devin Booker with 30 points and 10 assists for a winning Suns team. There you go. I can't tell you what, we'll do the tables tomorrow, but most teams have played around about 61 to 63 games, somewhere there. Got to get to 82 games. Play 3 games a week. About 6 weeks to go until the NBA season. I know the playoffs start the end of April, so don't worry about that. And then we look at the National Hockey League. The Avalanche, an Avalanche came over the Wild there, 3-2. The Bruins losing to the Penguins 5-4. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Buffalo Sabres in a monumental game there. The Sabres winning that one 8-7. That's a kind of hockey game you would pay to go watch. The Blackhawks losing to the Dallas Stars 3-4. The Red Wings knocked off the Devils 3-0. The Blues didn't have a problem with the Ducks 4-0. And the Oilers beat my Golden Knights 4-2. It's hotting up there as well, around about 6-7 weeks to go in the regular season. Then there's a thing called the World Baseball Classic, where all the best countries in the world are facing off there. Japan beating Australia 4-3. Cuba beating Colombia 7-4. Italy knocked off Britain 7-4. Britain not having a good day in sports, honestly. Dominican Republic thrashing the Netherlands 12-1. Panama beating the Canadians. Israel beating Nicaragua, and Mexico 16-0 winners over Brazil. So look at the standings there in the World Baseball Classic. You got the 4 pools. Favorites are all unbeaten at the moment. So check that out. Oh, I'll take another sip of tea here. Good stuff. Here we go. Then there was, it is the preseason in the Major League. So let's get to the Grapefruit League. That's what it's called in preseason. Atlanta Braves out on top there with 10 wins and 11 and 3 losses ahead of the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Yankees. I know, is it Kivirov that's Kivirov? No. Somebody else was the Boston Red Sox fan, I think. There you go. But that's the Grapefruit League. Let's look at the Cactus League. San Francisco Giants looking good there in preseason ahead of the Dodgers and the White Sox. So check that out. Then look in the women's NCAA basketball. It's the final rounds now. It's the conference finals there. I'll show you there. So West Virginia beat TCU to win the Big 12 tournament, 62-53. In the ACC tournament final, Duke took care of Louisville 70-65. And in the semi-final there in the MAACC Championship, Fairfield beat Merrimack 65-48. More to come there from the ladies. Semi-final in the Big East tournament, UConn no problem against Creighton 151. In the Big Ten tournament final, UCLA had no problems with Iowa 96-45. So the Bruins doing well there. And in the SEC tournament final, Carolina Gamecocks got upset by the Texas Longhorns there, 78-61. That'll also have an impact on the seedings. I think that's going to have a big impact on the seeding. So let's see how that goes. Coming up today and tomorrow, still the MAAC Championship final between Quinnipiac and Fairfield. I had a basketball player, Ratty. What was his first name? Can't remember, but he played for me. He came from Quinnipiac. And Villanova will take on UConn in the Big East tournament final. I can see nothing else but a thrashing of Villanova. UConn is going to thrash them. There you go. So that is the NCAA as well. Jeez, I got through it this morning. Freaking hell. And under a half an hour. Simply the best, man. Simply the best. What's coming up this week, guys? Well, of course, later this afternoon, we're going to have the DEFCON Rugby Show. We'll get into that humiliation for the English. We'll talk about the Scottish win against the French. What does that mean for the Six Nations? We'll be talking Super Rugby there. Of course, we'll be talking about the Japanese League, URC game coming up this weekend. Big weekend. If you're a fan of the toilet paper team, the Stormers, they got to go to the Bulls. I think there's going to be one hell of a beating. Then, of course, Sumo this evening. Vern will update you with that. Then tomorrow, we've got Eurobasket coming on this week. I'm going to most probably do 2 nights of Champions League football as well. Rugby on the weekend again. So much stuff going on. So do join the channel. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That is always important. Have a wonderful day. And most important, stay healthy, stay safe. See you guys tomorrow morning. That's me. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.